Ibejulekki is a commercial hub, and the question I have for you today is, do you have any property in Ibejulekki that is well positioned? Do you have either a commercial plot in Ibejulekki or a residential plot in Ibejulekki? Because at the end of the day, when you hear commercial hub, the next thing that should come to your mind is, what can I make out of this property? The question you should be asking yourself today is, do you own any plot of land in this commercial hub? Hello, investors. Good afternoon. This beautiful day in Lagos State, Nigeria. My name is Joanne, and I am here in Ibejulekki in a property that has a good high return on investment. For my first time viewers that are coming across this channel for the first time, thank you so much. Please do well to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you will not miss out on our videos. Guess what? I'm here in Ibejulekki in Lekki Aviation Town. Yes, I'm here in Lekki Aviation Town because Lekki Aviation Town stands out of the thousands of properties located here in Ibejulekki. And over here, we have land size of 500 square meters, 300 square meters, and 1,000 square meters, which is the commercial plot. When you want to invest, there are things you should look out for, and the goal to invest in real estate every day is the returns that comes out of that investment. And Ibejulekki being a commercial hub, I will repeat it, Ibejulekki being a commercial hub, imagine one location that has so many things inside of it, a location that has the Lekki International Airport, a location that has the Lekki Free Trade Zone, a location that has the Dangote Refinery, a location that has the Alara City, the Pan Atlantic University, and lots more. This is a location where you ought to run to and put your money by buying either the commercial or the residential plot. So smart investors, let's move inside Lekki Aviation Town and talk together. The end goal of investing in real estate is to make more money. The end goal of investing in real estate is to move that millions you are stacking in the bank, because at the end of the day, that millions is not going to give you any profits. Rather, it's going to be depreciating. The end goal of investing in real estate is that real estate is a very good vehicle for wealth creation. Not just wealth creation alone, but wealth generation. I already told you earlier that Ibejulekki is a commercial hub. And on that note, I'm going to be moving inside the Lekki Aviation Town, a property that stands out on its own, a property that has both residential and commercial plots inside of it. So let's go inside Lekki Aviation Town together and tour it. Let's go. You're already very much familiar with what the outside of the property looks like. I'm doing this video for the sake of my first time viewers that don't know what the outside of Lekki Aviation Town looks like. That is why I am doing this update. It's a development brought to you by Harmony Gardens and Estate Development. So let's move inside Lekki Aviation Town proper. You may be wondering, why is this gatehouse this beautiful? I'm going to be telling you why. Over there is our office space, and over there is the customer care service center. So for any time you come here, our staffs are here to attend to you. Let's move inside Lekki Aviation Town proper and see what is going on inside this estate. Remember, I told you that the property comprises of commercial and residential plots. This is the commercial area. You can see that work is ongoing a lot. Oh my goodness, I am seeing something new. The last time I came, I made a point that we have up to like 10 solar poles standing. Smart investors, we've been able to put out more solar poles. I'm going to be showing that to you, but we are yet to stand it. But I'm going to take my camera closer so that I would show you. You can also see that we've interlocked this section of the property. So let me move to this way. I'm seeing more street lights. I'm seeing more solar poles that we are going to be putting up. I think it's just been worked on. Smart investors, I took this pathway from the entrance. I had to come in through here. So I'm going to be walking in through here, and I'm going to be walking in through there so that I'll access other sides of the property. So smart investors, you can see that work is ongoing. We are laying the interlocking stones in this section, and that is what we are going to be doing in every pathway. These are other smart investors. I had to take a pause. And I want to take a pause to say, Harmony Gardens Development, please take your flowers. Do you know that the last time I came here, these things were not here? This is to show you that every features we promised you, we must put it to the finish, like it must be completed. Over here, we are doing build to the last. These are our solar poles that we are going to be putting, so that don't think that that is where we are going to stop. No, that is not the end. We are going to take all these solar poles. It's going to be everywhere, down to the end of the estate and the other pathways too. You can see that it's so much. It's not few. And after these ones, we are still going to be having more. This is to show you that work is ongoing. Smart investors, the developers of this property, they put you at heart because they want to give you all the features they promised you. This is another pathway inside of the Lekki Aviation Town. Since I've been coming here, I've actually not taken this pathway. This is a commercial area. These are commercial areas because when you get into an estate, the first section you get to see are commercial areas, and aside commercial areas too, we have residential areas too. A plot size is selling here. We have 500 square meter plot size selling for 35 million naira. We have 300 square meter plot size selling for 22 million naira, and we have the 1,000 square meter plot size selling for 100 million naira. Smart investors, is either you are doing an outright payment or a payment plan for up to 18 months. That is very much available, and you can also take advantage of initial deposits. There is no difference between you and someone that chose a payment plan, because at the end of the day, it's the same landed property you are going to be getting that the person that is doing a payment plan is going to be getting. The most important thing is that you have committed yourself and you are on a journey to becoming a landowner. Anybody can be a landowner. Real estate has actually been made easy, that you can pay bit by bit, and at 100% payment you get your allocation. I'm currently inside Lekki Aviation Town. This is a commercial section, so I decided to take this pathway today other than taking the normal. So let's talk together. The last time I came, remember, I advised you and I gave you a little education on what you can do with your commercial plots. I'm still going to do that for the sake of my first time viewers. When you come into an estate and you realize that the estate has a commercial and residential, you can either choose to buy 2 plots of residential and 1 plot of commercial. Residential where to live or where you buy and resell, but commercial is where you are going to either build something that is going to be giving you money. Remember, this estate is a massive estate. At the end of the day, we are going to be having thousands and millions of residents living in here. You have the advantage to buy a commercial plot and open something as big as a pharmacy slash clinic inside of it, where you employ a medical consultant, because the residents of this estate, they are going to need health care. As big as a restaurant. I mentioned the last time that we are in the Gen Z generation. A lot of people don't like to cook again. So imagine if you have a nice restaurant and your chef is bad. You are going to be delivering food back to back to back to back to back. As big as a salon, a unisex salon. Smart investors, people that will live here, they would want to make their hair. They would want to cut their hair. There are a lot of things you can do in here. As big as office spaces and event spaces, where you get to build and divide your spaces to some square meters, where people can actually stay to have conference, events, and all that. That can also go in as a commercial investment. Remember, Lekki Aviation Town is the only property around here that has commercial land. So we have the MN Estate. MN Estate is just residential lands, and over there are no commercial lands. We have the Itunu City. We have the Tiwa Gardens Phase 1. Tiwa Garden Phase 1 has just residential lands. Smart investors, look at the development that has happened here. I'm sure you saw this the last time I came, but I'm going to go ahead, because inside here we're going to be giving you a 4-bedroom. Smart investors, this estate is a buy and build. I'll repeat it. If you don't want to buy your land and keep for investment purpose, which What I mean by buying to keep for investment purpose is that you buy and keep for some time and resell. You can also build. This is a building project coming up here. Today I'm opportune to come closer so that you will see the level of work that has happened. Very soon we are going to be taking it up. Smart investors. Lekki Aviation Town stands out. And like I said, it stands out so well. It stands out so well. It's an investment where the developers are not laid back. He's doing work back to back to back to back to back. Smart investors, the last time I came, this pathway was filled with sands. By now, you can see that they have laid the sand and they have done whatever it is they wanted to do with the sand. They have filled it up because there is something they want to do here. Remember, this area is commercial section, smart investors. So let's move inside the property. Remember, land size is in 500, 300 and 1,000 square meter. Title of the property is Certificate of Occupancy, known as CFO. So smart investors, as little as daycare or preschool, people living here, they will have kids. Imagine opening a preschool here. They will have kids. And aside people living in here, you also have to get patronage from people living outside of this place. Because you can't tell me that if you have a restaurant here and they are doing well and you have a bad ass chef, people outside of this property, they will not be aware. They will be aware and they would want to come in here to patronize your business. Imagine if you have good hairstylists around here. People living outside of here, they will come to patronize as well. Smart investors, they will come to patronize as well. So when it comes to real estate investment, what you should be asking yourself is, what's the purpose of me investing in this property? So now I'm telling you the purpose of you investing in Lekki Aviation Town. First thing first, Lekki Aviation Town is a commercial hub. Second of all, imagine a location that has so many things coming up inside of it. Have you ever asked yourself, why did Dangote refinery, why did Dangote choose Ibejulekki to put up his refinery? Every area has one thing or the other that will make it rise. Currently, Ibejulekki is no longer Ibejulekki of yesterday. Ibejulekki of tomorrow will never ever be Ibejulekki of today, because developments are coming up. Things are happening. This is a foundation, another foundation of a project. Smart investors, you are missing out on opportunities here. You are missing out on opportunities here if by now you've not gotten either a 300 square meter, a 500 square meter, or a 1,000 square meter here in Lekki Aviation Town. Take a look. Building is coming up here. See the level we have gotten to. Smart investors. Oh, when it comes to real estate investments, make sure you are investing with developers that know what they are doing. This developer has decided to take the lead. At the end of the day, if you want to build, you cannot be confused. Oh, what can I build? Oh, how do I go about it? You are seeing a sample here. There's a sample for you to follow. And you cannot say, oh, I'll buy and I can't build next week, or I can start building next year. No, if you buy, you can start your building project. We've started one already, as you can see in this video. So if you buy, you can start your building project. Smart investors, I just quickly dropped by to remind you that work is ongoing. Don't go and relax and say, oh, I will buy when the place has developed. Ibejulekki has developed to the extent that you need to own a land in it. If you still say, oh, I'll buy when it has fully developed, fine. At the end of the day, you're still going to buy. But the question is, would you see something that is in a good location? Would you see something that is affordable? You wouldn't. You might not even see at all. An estate as Lekki Aviation Town, with all these things happening, remember, lots of smart investors have already bought into this estate. You might also be wondering, why is the price so high? Smart investors, take a look at what has happened here. Take a look at what has happened here. You can't compare this estate to other estates. There are other estates I have walked into and nothing is happening. It's just bare lands. But every day you come here, you see that one thing or the other is happening in Lekki Aviation Town. You need to come in here and take advantage of what this developer is doing, because he's actually doing a great job. I'm currently, from that point, I have to walk out, take to that axis, and I'm currently on another pathway in Lekki Aviation Town. Smart investors, over there, I want to move over there. I don't want to guess. I believe what is happening over there is a drainage system, but let me move and see closely. Smart investors, do not miss out on owning Lekki Aviation Town now that you still have the opportunity to. Window is still open for you to buy either our 300 square meters, our 500 square meters, or our 1000 square meters. You still have the great chance to do that. I want to get close there so that I'll see what is happening there. My happiness is that every time I visit Lekki Aviation Town, work is ongoing. A lot is happening on site. That is to show you that the developer of this property is not relenting. So the property is well positioned. It's left for you, the smart investor, to actually position yourself rightly. Remember, Ibejulekki is a commercial hub. And what you should be asking yourself is, what do I stand to gain? What advantage will a plot of land, like what is the advantage of buying a plot of land in Lekki Aviation Town? There are so many advantages, smart investors. Number one, you are coming into an estate that the developer is not lazy. You are coming into an estate that the developer is doing massive developments. You're coming into an estate that has a good title. You're coming into an estate that is well positioned. You can see that workers are on site. And what we are doing here is that we are trying to create a drainage system. You can see it. We are trying to create a drainage system in this axis. And that's what we are also doing in that as smart investors. Our mixer is already on ground and everything we need is already on ground. You can see that cement have been brought to site. What we need to work is not an issue. We have it back to back to back, and that's why we are working back to back to back. You can go to other estates around here and you will see that the level of work in those places are not up to this. Smart investors, do well to own Lekki Aviation Town today. Put your money in an estate that is working. The last time I came, the perimeter fencing was being plastered. You can see they've done the first layer of the plastering. Let me zoom in. You can see that we've done the first layer of the plastering, smart investors. You can see it. So smart investors, all it takes you is an initial deposit. For the 300 square meters, you can deposit 4 million naira. For the 500 square meters, you deposit 7 million naira. And for the 1000 square meters, which is the commercial plot, you deposit a 10 million naira. And you get to spread your balance for up to 18 months. All it takes you is to hit the number showing on your screen and call Joanne right away. All right. Do well to own Lekki Aviation Town today and be a part of this success story, because in the years to come, you may not come across a land here that you can buy in Lekki Aviation Town. I bet on real estate. Real estate is something that when you invest your money in, you just go to sleep, especially when you invest rightly. And Lekki Aviation Town ticks all the boxes. It ticks all the boxes. So do well to position yourself, okay? If there is anything that you want to remember from this video, please have it at the back of your mind that I said that Ibejulekki is a commercial hub. Ibejulekki being a commercial hub, keep asking yourself questions. Have I invested in this commercial hub? Do I have any landed property in this commercial hub? Because the reason why we invest is to make more money instead of stacking our millions in the bank. I've actually come to the end of this beautiful tour. I want to thank you especially for sticking around with me to the very end of that beautiful tour. In a world where you can be anything, make sure you are a property owner, because that is what you are going to fall back to at the end of the day. Make sure you invest in Lekki Aviation Town. We still have land size of 500 square meters, 300 square meters, and 1,000 square meters, which is the commercial plots, all for you to grab. We have initial deposits and payment plan. Till I come your way again, enjoy your day and have a great one. Bye.